Hey, everybody, you are tuning into Conversations with Courtney. Welcome back. Listen, I am with my good friend, rapper, artist, everything great. Miles, Dead Silence, Mason. He goes by Dead Silence, but I call him Miles because that's how I know you. But the world knows you as Dead Silence. How'd you get your name, your stage name, Miles?
By being at peace with myself, I'd be lying if I act like I wasn't caught up in a good amount of things earlier before I committed my life to growth and character development. And it got to the point where, a lot just started boiling to the surface. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me just chill out. And I never forget being in Orlando, Florida, relaxing on my full time, my first time like silencing my mind. That's when I really found like the meaningfulness of life and, centering myself. So, yeah, that's
How does one silence their mind?
oh, um, it's tough because it takes a lot of self patience. Um, it takes a lot of grace as well. How they say we can be our own worst enemy. We judge ourselves a lot. Just hitting that mental reset button and saying, you know what, it's okay to start over again, and it's okay to learn from myself in healthy ways. Yeah.
How do you channel that energy into your music?
And I would say it's important to just let it flow. Um, we can easily be caught up in this like box of judgment, don't know if we want to release it, don't know if we want to do it, instead of just letting our mind and our soul speak creatively.
Yeah.
So whether that be to write lyrics on your phone or to put it down on a piece of paper with a pen and pad, whether it be to record it, write for others. So to just get it off of your heart, your chest, and your mind, just to get it out there. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything that's off limits for you when it comes to writing and putting it in your music?
So I don't like, and this is just me personally, because we all got a different creative standpoint on how we approach
Yeah.
our masterpiece. Um, Me preferably, I don't like too much cussing. When it comes down to what I write, how I deliver it in terms of music, um, and that's mainly for people to get more of the message. And it's not to be dismissive of people that know how to use things contextually. Just I don't even know if that's a word. Put it in context.
No, I think it's a word. It sounded real good.
Yeah, exactly.
Contextually.
You got to get on my TI type of
But
vibe.
see, you have a velvet type of voice, and I don't even know if cussing would even sound good with your voice because it's a masterpiece in itself, and that's a high compliment because you have a very soothing voice, and I think that your voice could even be lended to reading children's books or narrating, those wild animal shows.
Oh yeah.
On Animal Planet, like
Yeah.
something like that, like way down in the jungle.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
how unique and distinctive your voice is. And me personally, when I listen to music, I can't listen to a lot of cursing. I just can't. I'll just be like, I'm gonna just go ahead and skip.
Yeah.
Because I just can't. I just don't want to hear all of that. Yeah. You can tell that your music really translates with everyone because a lot of people replay. I see with the repostings that you do. I'm like, wow, like
Yeah.
a lot of people replay your music. It makes a lot of headway. How does that make you feel?
It's a gift from God. That's the best way to say it. It feels like I'm completely stepping towards my passion and purpose in life because it's way deeper than me. True, my life is about me, but it's about others as well. So it really is a blessing to have people listen to my music, which I make sure it's organic and genuine.
Right.
I'm not gonna force it too much, and for people to naturally gravitate toward it, and people from South America to Italy to Asia to Russia, and to see them on Instagram and social media, be like, "Yo, I just found your music. You're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Appreciate that." So it's always dope.
Yeah. I would feel probably equally as happy just hearing that people are sharing my content because it's your baby, and it's someone else appreciating your work, your content, your thoughts, your vision, That does feel good to have people really gravitate to what you're putting out, because not everybody can really get into the things that you're putting out. Like your music may resonate with one person and may not with the next, and just like my content may resonate with one person and not the next. I mean, that's just how it goes. How has it been like collaborating with other artists?
Oh, it's been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, that's one of my goals for this year. And so the project that I got a good 12 to 15 tracks deep, and I would say like a total of almost 20 artists. So yeah, it's been great. I can't complain. The communication, the professionalism on their end as well.
Mm-hmm.
I love it for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the state of Indies music scene?
I would say growing. I'll never forget, and I say this in the most respectful way. 7 to 8 years ago, when I was first networking, got out there, it was a good amount of talks of ain't nothing to do with the quality at woo woo woo, and it was as of like 2 to 3 years ago, I was talking to my homie about this. It's like we do not hear the same conversations that we did. So Indy's growing, Naptown's growing, the Midwest in general is growing. So I really like where the city's headed, especially when it comes down to people collaborating more, whether it be like event hosts, people from East collaborate with folks that's from the West Side. You know what I'm saying? So it's great to see people not as clicked up as much as they used to be.
Yeah, for real. Expanding their scope. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that's important too. Yeah. Sometimes people be like, "Hey, you still sing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do actually."
Yep.
And they're like, "Oh, you want to do like a track?" And I'm like, "Yes," because I'm not the type of person who will be like, "Yeah, let me go book some studio time."
Oh yeah.
And like start singing.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy performing and doing like studio time. I remember when I was in college, I did like a talent show. That was so fun. I actually did 2 talent shows in college. I went to a HBCU.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
like people, they be keeping it real.
Oh yeah, they sure do.
They be like,
Yeah.
cut it.
Yeah, like that ain't it.
No,
Yep.
that's not it.
Yeah.
I remember as a child, I used to want my mom to put me in competitions, and she did. I did Indiana Idol. I did uh, America's Got Talent twice.
Okay.
Yeah, I only made it to the semifinals in both rounds for America's Got Talent. I feel like it's more of a gimmick, though, a little bit, because I feel like they want you to either be young, singing these opera songs, or just be exceptionally well at 5 years old. Like, I don't know. Or you have to have like a very, very interesting story behind it. And I'm like, nope, I'm just from Indianapolis here in Chicago trying to try out for America's Got Talent. But I gave it all I had. And yeah, so I appreciate my mom putting me in competitions at a young age, and my aunt also supporting,
Good.
But I I remember my dad was like, you're not doing that singing. Find something else," and that's how I got really deep into TV. And I respect it, because I think my dad was just really trying to like make sure I had a secure future.
Yeah.
That's just my dad. My mom was like, you can do whatever you want. As long as you know how to support yourself. So
Do you feel like a lot of competitions are structured in a way to where there's a specific winner that's already designated or selected instead of it being off of skill?
Yeah, like maybe, okay, one season we had a country singer. The next season, I do feel that some producers may structure competitions like that. I do. Yeah. I think because they want to appeal to a wide range audience. If you think about American Idol, the first year they had Kelly Clarkson, a white woman, who was like more country pop, maybe pop. And then you had Ruben Studdard, a black man.
True.
Then you had Fantasia, a black woman. Then you had Carrie Underwood. I might not be in order with that, who's a country singer. So there are, in my opinion, probably competitions that structure winners just to appeal to everybody. I could be wrong.
Hey, look, you ain't lying.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't lying.
Because remember watching American Idol? Do you remember that?
Absolutely.
Okay. And remember, they're like, you can vote.
Mm-hmm. You're like, all right.
I never voted, but I was like, oh, well, I'm just praying that she or he makes it to the top, you know. But yeah. And there are some people who have come from American Idol that you don't even remember that they were on American Idol.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Like I would say one person that I kind of forgot was on American Idol, not Kelly, because she was the first to win, but maybe Fantasia or Jennifer Hudson, even though she didn't win, like didn't even remember that she was on American Idol until you start thinking like, oh yeah, she did get her start on American Idol.
What's in it? Jordan Sparks.
Oh yeah, Jordan Sparks.
Yeah.
What's Jordan been up to?
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Ever since what's that song called with Chris Brown? No Air.
Oh yeah.
Ever since that, look, that was the vibe. But ever since then, I ain't heard nothing.
I think Jordan is on a new dance show competition as a host. I got it. On HBO. Yeah. Jordan can sing though.
Absolutely.
Jordan can sing. And she was in that movie Sparkle.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the entertainment business though is tough. What do you think?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like they have their own agenda, and if you don't fit that mold, you're out.
Exactly, because it's more so about image and like what you said earlier, like you have to cater to X amount of people, this wide range of marketability instead of how skillful you are.
Yeah.
Which I get it to a certain degree. Image does matter. It does. How you represent yourself, how you carry yourself, how you look like, make sure that, you are a certain way. But to put yourself too much in a box, as far as like your physical style and your appearance, I don't know about that,
Yeah. Yeah. What do you want your fans to experience as you continue to grow as an artist?
To understand that every moment is precious, and to understand that, as I grow along my journey, I'm not afraid to give people knowledge, gain, different ways on how they can grow as individuals as well. Because I let people know, hey, I'm on this journey right along with you. Everybody's got a story. Everybody got, memories that make up who they are today. And everybody's a work in progress, and don't let nobody fool you.
Yeah, for sure. I do, before we get out of here, I do want to talk about you overcoming the house fire. How did it transform your life as a person and an artist?
Stepping into more of myself. Certain things that we experience in life, especially when it affects our senses as human beings, like sight, taste, touch, hearing, and smelling. Depending on the severity of it, that can have us step outside of our normal comfort zone of being independent, not so being, so codependent. So, yeah, mostly I was getting codependent from all of that hurt that I experienced to where I forgot how to tap into myself, center myself. So, I stepped to center myself even more than ever. So I'm embracing myself more than I ever have in life. Wow. Appreciating myself more than I've ever been. Getting comfortable with being uncomfortable regarding my growth. Just really stepping into me. Yeah.
You want to talk about, that incident?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So long story short, survived a 3-story burning building, and this was a couple of years ago, and somebody died. 6 others along with me were critically injured, and I believe it was more than 15 people were injured outside of being critically injured. And Ironically, within the span of I think 48 hours, there was two other places that had fires as well, where there were either apartments or I think some type of residence. And it was wild to spend a good dang near a week in the hospital. Recovery was it was a lot. I had to learn how to walk again. I had to learn how to talk again. I had to learn how to eat again. So yeah, it was real traumatic. So I only walked away or ran away with my wallet and my keys.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't even have enough time to get my phone. Yeah.
What was it like to lose everything?
It was devastating. I think nothing hurts more than losing your memories because when you leave this life, memories will be the only thing that you take with you. So those photographic memories, the videos, the paintings, things that you can visually see that remind you of your past. Yeah, imagine all that just gone. Yeah.
You're a survivor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you use that as fuel for your music?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Mm.
I think that's one of the sole responsibilities as adults to take the energy that we face, whether that be for the better or the worse, and to convert that into even better things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I use that energy to take off with music even more, to embrace myself even more, and to help people out even more as well. I like some good music for real.
Right, for real. Because I'm one of those people, I don't know how you are, but if I like a song, I will play it over and over and over again.
Same.
Be in the house singing it.
Yep.
Yes.
Same.
Yeah. Right now, for me, the songs that I keep playing or albums is Marigold by Alex Isley and Jack Don.
Yep.
And Miracles by Kiera Shear featuring Pastor Mike Jr. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
That
See
song,
it. Okay.
Yeah, and you know what my favorite song? Okay, from my birthday party. Remember we had to do a quiz on who is Courtney.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember what my favorite song is? I'll give you a hint. It was performed by a 90s girl group, and the song is sampled so much it is in one of Coco Jones's new songs.
I can't think of it. What's the title of it? Yeah, I can't think of the title. Like I know the melody, the pictures and the sounds and everything.
Can you at least name the
Oh wait,
three women?
SWV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
One of their most popular songs.
Rain.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. It's levels to it,
Levels to it. Yeah. Do you have any music trivia that you think I could guess?
Okay. Which two classical R&B groups had a versus? Some of the
Escape and they're women group?
No, me.
Men?
Yeah. Two classical R&B groups, 70s and 80s. They faced off against each other.
70s and 80s?
Yeah, they faced off against each other a couple of years ago, and this was a versus. They broke social media.
Isley Brothers?
And who else?
Who would be a match for the Isley Brothers, though?
There's only one. So I'll give you a hint.
Okay, give me a hint.
The Elements.
Oh, Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Yeah.
I was going to say Earth, Wind, and Fire before you gave me that hint. That's why I said, Mama, don't be mad at me. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Man.
Yeah. I'm so proud of you. And I wish you continued success and prosperity in all that you do. And may you stay true to the essence of who you are.
Thank you, Courtney.
Yes. Listen, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? We're having fruitful conversations that are very impactful and very fun and very educational and insightful and all the things that you really want. So why not just join the discussion? If you are trying to get connected with Miles, aka Dead Silence, please check the description. I'm going to have all of his information and stream his music. Come on.
Please.
Please. And thank you. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to Conversations with Courtney. Until next time, I'll catch y'all later.
Peace.